Today we're going to be addressing the upside of being a single dad, how your relationship with your children will improve even if you have them less than half the time. And last, we're going to provide you with an exercise on how to bond with your kiddos, while also teaching them a skill or two that they can use to create the perfect Father's Day, birthday, Christmas gift that you deserve. Did that make any sense? I hope so. Well, let's start revving that engine. Gentlemen, if you're going through a divorce, this right now is the most tumultuous time of your life, and you feel like you just want to sleep life away. You're heartbroken, second-guessing your every move. You got financial questions, probably you haven't hired an attorney and hoping. You're just praying that the papers, that they don't get filed. You're dreading the idea of going back out there in the market and dating again, and perhaps you're cohabitating with your ex miserably. And on top of all that, you have your kids. Good God, your kids. Right now, your life, it's a living hell, and nobody ever said that leaving hell is easy. You need some guidance. Hire a divorce coach. I'm Rene Garcia, and I've worked with now thousands of divorcing men, remodel their life, and get their balls back. I'm not a therapist where I work on what happened to you. I'm a coach, a very specialized one at that, where I only work with divorced men, and I focus on getting the best outcome for your future with the resources that you have available. In other words, I have the clairvoyance of predictable outcome. Join what's become the fastest growing men's divorce support group on Facebook, and schedule a one-on-one with me today because, well, I just wouldn't be doing this if I didn't believe that I was the best, so do it. Do it today. For both the Facebook group and a one-on-one, just click on the comment section underneath. Now, let's start the show. There's a disconnect here because as dads, we tend to see our children as the adults that they need to become, where moms, they see their children as the babies that they used to be. So let's stop kidding ourselves, guys. The moms, they fuck that shit up. That they claim that their way is the only way and dominate how dads parent. This micromanagement, it's telling us that our way is wrong, and it makes us second guess our ability to be the awesome dads that's within us. Gents, we bring much more to the table than we credit ourselves. Our exes, let's face it, they were pretty good about making us feel bad about ourselves, and fatherhood, I'm sure, was one of them, leading us to second guess our decisions and taking the fun out of parenting. My ex, she used to micromanage the shit out of me. She insisted I use the thermometer in her bathwater because, well, as she would put it, do you want your kids to burn? Really? Point is that as dads, we're underappreciated in society. Well, hard to imagine today. It will get easier, and not by a little, but by a lot. Here's what I mean. If you're going through a divorce, it's normal to be concerned about your children. You feel this guilt and shame at the pit of your stomach. That thought of how you won't have them daily, it leaves you just guilt-stricken. As a divorce coach, let me assure you that as scary as this may be for you, your relationship with your kiddos, it typically improves. While it's true that you won't have your children on a regular basis, you're overlooking something because there's a higher and better trade-off here, because the days that you have them, she won't be around to tell you that you're doing shit wrong, and then your natural skills as a dad, it's going to kick in, and then you realize that she made things harder than they needed to be, and then you realize that you're doing a better job than she's doing. The days of, shh, don't tell your mom, they're done and gone, and you'll have ownership, and having ownership, oh my God, such a beautiful thing. You think your relationship with your kids can't get any better and will be hindered? In a study I did, I asked 500 participants that were separated for 6 months how their relationship with their kids has impacted them. 40% of them said it got better. 12% said that it significantly got better. Now, those numbers, they're already strong, they're beautiful, precious. But when the dust settles, those numbers, they just improve. 55% of men separated for over a year said that the relationship with their children, that it improved. And nearly a quarter of them said that it significantly improved. When dads are allowed to be dads, we keep it real. We're natural teachers, and we hold reasonable barriers with our children. We treat them with a higher level of respect because, well, trust is built, and in turn with trust, let's face it, they respect us much more than the parent that babies them. I've lived it, I've seen it, and not just with my ex-wife, but also with other single moms. And you know who wins? Your kids. So guys, approach this new relationship as a hidden blessing. Me, for instance, I'm much more real with my 2 boys. The father-son relationship is still father-son. I hold barriers, but our conversations are just much more genuine. So much more real, and I think it's because, as the title goes, single dad. And me being single, I share my time with them, my laughs, my losses, but never my problems. That would only end up burdening them.
I started off with 35% custody, but now, due to my natural tendency to relate more to them and be the more consistent parent, I'm 100% of the time. And it's not easy, not by a long shot. But I'm proud of the children that they're becoming, the men that they're becoming. I'm proud of myself for being their role model, their mentor, and dare I say, their coach. Your mission, it has to be one to teach them to how to be socially aware, well-rounded adults that will make good decisions and avoid the stupid ones that you and I made. Now that you have them and can parent your way, you shouldn't have to prance around and ask your ex for permission for much. It's your time. It's your responsibility now, and they are your rules now. When you figure that out, you're gonna be hitting a level of awesomeness that, well, it's your new freedom. Talk to them about your journey, what got you here. Talk to them about your dreams outside of just being their dad. Talk to them about what it's like to be single and an adult. Talk to them about life. Leave them with several of your legacies. Include them in your career, what you like, what you don't like. Better yet, teach them a skill. Teach them the basics of what you do. As you see, I do this all the time. Use your drives to and from school or gym time to talk to them. Get them off their phone and connect with them. But you got to connect with them because that's how you start building trust. This brings me to my next point, Father's Day. It came and it went. And most men, they don't celebrate their accomplishments as dads. They take a more passive approach. I see it differently. I see it as your obligation to have them celebrate your accomplishments and influence, the ones that you've had on your children, while also having a little fun doing it. I wanted to prepare you for future events that you're going to be having with your kiddos, like the holidays, your birthdays, or even next Father's Day, and have them learn something in the process. Typically, divorced men, we spend Father's Day celebrating it with our kids and alone, usually and probably, ideally, without the help of the mom. We'll go to brunch while our kids give us a card, a big old hug, and a small gift, and some will watch a movie, but that's about the extent of Father's Day. You already know that your kids, they love and appreciate you, but you got to have them show their appreciation. A tricky thing because, well, as dads, we're just not programmed to be celebrated, especially by someone that we have an unconditional love for. We ask for little in return, but for their own development, they need to learn how to celebrate the father that you are because, well, it builds character. It makes you closer to them, and it's just. As for Father's Day, it took me 16 years to figure out my why it was more special than even my own birthday. And that's because, well, it's your children that are responsible for making it special and no one else. Not their mom, not their grandmother, not your girlfriend or stepmom. So here's what I did. And I hope it helps to provide you with some ideas of what they can do in the future events because, well, no bull. They seriously need to celebrate you. You've earned it, and it's part of your self-care. It's putting yourself first. It's thinking about yourself, as they say. I made it easy for my kids. I told them what I wanted. My instructions were simple, but purposely vague. I told them that, well, I wanted a video card, one that I could add on to my channel. I wanted them to learn how to express themselves through a camera, and you learn the basics of editing, and it was hands down the best Father's Day I've ever had. And that was because it was about my influence on them. And that's what makes it rewarding. Because others, they just see you as their dad, but to them, they see you as their world.
So on Father's Day, one of my sons, he helped me record a live video, while the other one, he just cleaned house, like the Dickens. Then we went to go watch the ponies in Santa Anita, and by evening, they showed me this. I hope you enjoy, and if you're going through a divorce, don't wait till the bad news gets worse. Get a coach. Schedule a one-on-one with me today and join our free and confidential Facebook group for men. The link is in the comment section underneath. So, without further ado, here are two stories. One from a 13-year-old and the other one from a 16-year-old. So, hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
Yo, bro. Remember that girl Serenity I was talking to? Oh, yeah, Serenity? I actually got her number. I think she liked me. No way. Matter of fact, I might have to call her right now. Wow, yeah, call her. Yeah, you're right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 0, 1, 2, 3.
Look at the top of his head.
It's not that funny. It's not that funny, chill.
Look at his lips. That his neck looked like a sirloin steak burger.
Bro, chill.
Oh,
Not
he
that
tried
funny.
it.
Well, at least my dad's always there for me. Hey, Bobby. Thanks for taking care of us and caring about us so much, and making a whole YouTube channel about divorce so that we can have like better lives. And thank you for always putting food in our mouths, and I love you so much.
Hey bro. What's up, dude? I was just wondering, are you always gonna be there for me? Probably not always. Hey you. Yeah, dude? Are you gonna always be there for me? Nah. Okay. Hey kid. Huh? Jesus? Yep. Wow, I can't believe it's really you. Yeah, I get that a lot. But listen, I just had to tell you, your dad is always gonna be there for you. Always. Wow, okay. Thank you so much, Jesus. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Over the last couple of years, you have taught me maturity and how to be a man. You've influenced my life in so many positive ways, and I can't express how grateful I am for you. I could not ask for a better father figure. I'm so happy that we get to spend this much time together because I love hanging out with you and you improve me as a person. I love you so much, and I hope you have the best Father's Day ever.